Hey, good evening, guys. How's it going? I hope everybody's having a nice weekend or end of weekend right now. It is Sunday around 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time. And what I'm doing now is I'm preparing another meal. Tonight I'm cooking some baked salmon, but I'm also cooking it within some foil paper and parchment paper, which I'll show you in a moment. I'm also roasting some butternut squash with roasted garlic and another batch of garlic that I'm roasting for this week. As you guys know, I like garlic just a little bit. Also this weekend I got a massage, feel pretty good, working out the kinks. So if you guys can ever, when I recommend it, if you can set up some time to get one, it is well worth it. And I just spent some time getting some vitamin D. A lot of folks, especially obese people, don't really get out a lot, and we're vitamin D deficient. So it's very common, and one of the best ways to get vitamin D is through the sun. Now, you want to go in the sun, you want to have sunblock, but it is important, about 20 minutes a day, that's the recommended amount of time to get out, get some sun, which replenishes your vitamin D. So after I ran my errands, it was beautiful today in South Florida, around 70, 72. Went out, got some sun, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. And got my hair cut too, so been pretty productive. I'm, did some wash, getting ready. As far as the shows, the liveexercise.com, we're pushing it back a week because it's the end of the month, and Blake, who is the founder and owner of liveexercise.com, would like to kind of start the series off on a new month. So what we're going to do is, as of next week, next Monday, we're going to go ahead and start filming. So more details will come. So just be on the lookout for that. All right, so let's take a look and see how the food came out, or the preparation. All right, so right here we have some butternut squash that I peeled. Now I got really aggressive when I was scooping it out, and I lost a chunk there. So I got to work on my skills as far as prepping it. So I took a vegetable peeler and I peeled the outside of it, and then I sliced it up. And I still have roasted garlic from last week that's been refrigerated, and I'm actually going to put that in the middle. And then I'm going to fold this up like this together in the foil. I'm doing this with one hand, so hold on a second. Let me prop my little camera up here. See. Oops. Sorry about all that. So I'm just wrapping up the butternut squash in foil so it can kind of steam and get really tender. There you go. I'm putting that on the tray, and I'll show you that in a second. And here I've taken a couple of fillets of salmon and some fresh broccoli cut up with some more roasted garlic, some onion powder, and some fresh cracked black pepper. And I'm making 2 pouches of it, and I fold it up each side to make kind of like a boat, because I'm going to put in a little wine. And the wine, this is a white Zinfandel, but it really doesn't matter, whatever wine you prefer. But you remember the rule of thumb: always use a wine that you would actually drink. I'm not a big fan of cooking wines, So just enough to cover the bottom, and I'm using the parchment paper inside the foil. And then now I'm going to wrap it. All right, let's wrap these bad boys up. Make sure and keep it up like this so any of the liquid doesn't come out. What I would recommend is just taking another piece of foil on top. It's really making sure it's nice and tightly wrapped. Okay, and just be careful, a little bit of the wine may come out of the bottom. That's okay, just you can wipe that up. And I'll show you over here, just one more. wrap up the veggies, the broccoli with that. Oh, making a hot mess over here. Lost my foil. Don't you hate that? You're rolling it, you're pulling it out, freaking foil, and then bam, the whole roller comes out of the container. Really wrapping this up. All right. Now, here's the secret here. What I've done ahead of time is I've prepared my garlic cloves, and this time I didn't do the individual ones. I actually just sliced them, in half. I'll show you one here. And I sprayed it with some cooking spray. You can use whatever cooking spray you use. This is the one I use right here, the olive oil. And I wrapped 7 heads of garlic, and then there's the butternut squash. Now here's the deal. I'm going to cook this at 400 degrees for 45 minutes. However, you can also bake salmon. So you can also bake the salmon at the same temperature for 15 minutes. So what I'll do is, as I'm getting closer, right around the 30-minute mark, I'll hit the timer for 30 minutes, come in here, put the salmon in, and then in 45 minutes, everything is done. Okay, salmon's done, garlic's done, butternut squash is done. So it's all about just the coordination, right? So let's take a look and see how it came out. Okay, so as of right now, it has been 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these salmon in the oven. Remember, this works with fresh salmon. If you have frozen, the cooking time may vary. Remember, I wrapped these earlier. And then I have the butternut squash and all the garlic there. Put that back in the oven. Remember, still 400. And I'm going to set that for 15 minutes. And here it goes. And let's see how it comes out. Okay, so I took out the salmon. Overall, it came out really nice and nicely steamed with that broccoli. And the butternut came out well. Check out this garlic. Huh? Is that caramelized? It's a thing of beauty. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's recipe. Thank you guys for all your continued support. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.